Unfortunately, writer's block is a thing, no matter what people tell you. So today, I am going to be showing you how I beat my 2-month writing slump. Hi there, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Imogen, and yay, I'm so excited for you to be watching this video. Let's jump right in. So the first thing I'm going to be talking about is, what is writer's block? Like, no, what is it really? Well, if you ask most people, it's the feeling when you sit down to write but you just don't want to write, but at the same time you just really do want to write. Staring at this blank document but nothing comes to you. Your brain is pretty much empty of good ideas. It's like something's there blocking you every time you reach for your keyboard. If that's you, don't worry, I totally get it. It happens to me all the time, and it still happens to me now that I am out of writer's block. The thing with writer's block is that it's actually all in your head. There's nothing actually blocking you from writing. It's just you thinking that whatever you put on the page is going to end up being garbage, so you're not feeling motivated enough, like you don't have the energy to simply press a key. My definition of writer's block is feeling unmotivated to write. This could be because you've got a lot going on in your life, maybe because you're down about your book ideas, or maybe it's just for reasons you don't even understand. Whatever the reason, I assure you that it is possible to break free. During those 2 terrible months of writer's block, I barely thought about writing. I think my writing slump was probably caused by a mix of just having a lot of schoolwork to do, a lot going on in my life, and just feeling down about my writing. I think I just thought that my writing was just something silly, a little hobby that I would just do whenever, and then it wouldn't get me anywhere in life, and that I would never get published, blah 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 blah. The first thing that really had me thinking about writing again was when I came across AuthorTube. I started watching all these other AuthorTubers successfully reaching their word count goals, writing their projects, finishing their drafts, and I was just like, why can't I do that? So by watching all these other AuthorTubers, I just had that itch to just write again. I went to my laptop and started writing. I started where I left off in my previous project, which is actually the project that I'm working on today. I don't think I was very far through at the time. I think it was like chapter 3 or chapter 4. I'm not really sure because it was a little while ago. And yeah, I just wrote, and before I knew it, I was halfway through. Writing for a couple of days or less, maybe an hour or so, is one thing, but completely breaking free of writer's block, another thing entirely. It took me literally ages to get fully back into writing, but here's how I did it. I would set a certain time each day. When the alert popped up, I would force myself to just sit down and write. I would just force myself to do it. After a while, I began to get used to having to write at that certain time of day. So when that would come around, I would just, without really thinking about it, open my laptop and start writing, and immediately be in the mood to write. Even if I didn't write very much, I would still consider that a win, because it's just one tiny step closer to the finish line, and writing a little bit is way better than having written nothing at all. The last thing is to read. And I don't mean just read a restaurant menu or a road sign. I mean read a book, like a proper book. And I didn't just mean one book. I mean lots of books. This actually might not work for some people, but it has worked for me recently. It can be unhelpful because reading another person's story can sort of draw you out of your own story. That used to happen to me a lot. Reading can not only give you a deeper understanding of how writing a novel works and how all the little pieces fall together to create like an actual novel that does work well, it also makes you feel motivated. It can also help you to get more ideas, though stealing ideas from other people isn't okay, but it can help to develop some of your own ideas, and it can also help to influence and develop your writing style. There are many other benefits to reading, way too many for me to include in this video unless I want it to be like 1 trillion hours long, but I think you get the point, which is read a lot of books. Okay guys, that is it for the video. I really hope you enjoyed and got something out of it. If you did, make sure you drop a like, below, comment, share, consider subscribing to my channel to support me. It would mean so much, so thank you. And I hope I will see you in my next video. Bye! It can also, wasn't even recording for that one. Today I'm probably